Hi friends, in this video we will going to study the plaster, what is meant by plastering, then its necessities of plastering, and after that methods of plastering. Okay, and this is the simple concept diagram for the methods of plastering. These are the some methods of plastering, such as uh, starting here: sponge finish, narrow finish, stucco plaster, POP, pebble dash, single coat plaster, double coat plaster, and a rough finish. So these are the some methods of plastering. So before going to start the methods, we will see first what is meant by plaster, or what is meant by plastering. Then so plaster is a mixture of lime or gypsum, sand, and water, or we can simply call it as a mixture of cement, sand, and water, sometimes with fiber added. Okay, that means admixtures with fiber added that hardens to a smooth solid and is used for coating walls and ceilings. Okay, and that is the coating of mortar or plaster material is called as plaster. Okay, the coating of mortar, simply the coating of mortar is called as plaster. Okay, and it is a mixture of lime or gypsum. You can use word for more detail, or simply a mixture of cement, sand, and water, sometimes with fiber added, and that fibers may hardens to smooth solid, and that is used as the plastering is generally used for coating walls and ceilings. Okay, and simply the coating of mortar is called as plaster. Then what are the properties of good plaster? It is a separate question again asked in the exam. Properties of good plaster: the plaster, our properties means how should be our plaster or plastering material also. It should be hard and durable. Okay, it should be sufficient hard and durable. It should be possible to apply it during all weather conditions. It is a very important property, because as per the changes in weather conditions, our properties of mortar may get change due to the changes in weather conditions, and that's why it is necessary to provide such plaster that should be possible to apply it during all weather conditions. And that's why the good plasters should contain this property, that is, they should be, or they should be possible to apply during all weather conditions. Then it should adhere to the background and should remain adhere during all climatic conditions. Again, it should be cheap and economical. As far as economy point of view, it should be cheap and economical too. It should offer good insulation against sound and high resistance against fire. Okay, then lastly, it should effectively check the penetration of moisture from the surface. Okay, so these are the some basic properties of good plaster. Then what are the objectives or necessities of plastering, that we will discuss here. Objectives or necessities of plastering. Okay, to provide an even, smooth, regular, clean, and durable finished surface with improved appearance. This is a most important and the basic objective or necessity of doing plastering for building. Okay, the first necessity or objective to provide or to give plastering over wall is to provide an even, smooth, regular, clean, durable finished surface with improved appearance. This is a very first objective of doing plastering. Then to preserve and protect the surface, this is another purpose, to preserve or protect surface from weathering conditions, environment harms. Okay, from that, for that we have to protect our walls, and for that we will do plastering. To cover up the use of porous materials of the masonry work, to cover up the porous or patches on the building, for that we will do plastering. To conceal defensive workmanship, to protect external surfaces against penetration of rainwater and other atmospheric agencies, and again to give smooth surface in which dust and dirt cannot lodge. Okay, for that it is necessary to do painting, plastering. Okay, then the types of mortars used for the plastering, there are three types of mortars used. First one is lime mortar. It may be either fat lime or hydraulic lime. Again, fat lime yields good putty after slaking, preferred more. Then hydraulic lime contains particles which slake very slowly. Slow slaking means cause blisters. Okay, and then mixed proportion for this type of mortar with lime to sand, limeous to sand should maintain the proportion up to 1:3 to 1:4 for fat lime, and that proportion should be 1:2 for hydraulic lime. Okay, in addition of Google can improve the binding properties of lime mortar, and finally mixing of chopped hemp can improve adhesive and tensile properties of lime mortars. So this is first type of mortar that is lime mortar. Then second one is cement mortar, very commonly used. Being non-absorbent, it is best for external plastering work. Then it is preferred in damp rooms and damp climates also. It is stronger than lime mortar. As compared to lime mortar, cement mortar is stronger. It does not possess sufficient plasticity. Mix proportion, that is cement to sand, 1:4 to 1:6. These are the proportions for this type of mortar. Mortar should be used before initial setting takes place. Sand use should be clean, coarse, and angular for making cement mortar. Okay, the sand should be clean, coarse, angular for making this cement mortar. And then the third type is just a combination of first two types, that is lime cement mortar. It contains properties of both lime mortar as well as cement mortar. and that's why it is named as lime cement mortar. Addition of lime imparts plasticity, resulting smooth plastered surface, and mixed proportions um, in the form of cement, lime, sand. Cement S2, lime S2, sand should be up to the proportion of 1:1:6 or 1:1:8, or it may up to 1:2:8 are generally preferred for the making of lime cement mortar. So these are the three types of mortars used for plastering. Then preparation of background. Uh, it is again very important to prepare background before applying the plaster on it. So joint should be raked to a depth of 10 mm in brick masonry and 15 mm in stone masonry for providing key to the plaster. For mortar droppings and dust should be removed with wire brush. It is again very important while preparing background for application of plaster that we have to uh, remove the mortar droppings that settled on that brickwork or wall with a wire brush. Unevenness is leveled before applying mortar. Again, a surface should be washed with clean water uniformly to produce optimum suction. Okay, so uh, this is again about the preparation of background, and after this we will study the methods of plastering. Okay, so this is uh, all about this lecture. Thank you.